lineup for Stanford. No big surprises here. The two returning All-Americans, Haley Jones and Cameron Brink, leading the way for the Card. Jones with an outstanding performance, 21 points, 10 boards. The last time these two teams met just over 2 weeks ago. And here are the starters for Cal. Forward Peanut Tutele back in the starting rotation after missing last weekend's games due to concussion protocols. And her size will be huge for Cal today. They really need her. Inside of Haas Pavilion, Stanford in their road blacks, California in their home gold. Our officials today, Robert Schofield, Felicity Willis, and Stacy Blow. And the first possession goes to the Card. Very often. The polo around the screen.
Tough to defend 5 scores.
The Stanford team can just score in so many different ways.
Right.
From deep, won't go for LaPolo. Stanford gets the offensive board. LaPolo tries it again and hits this time.
And against Creighton, they really left LaPolo open. That was the one thing they thought maybe they could give up, and she just drilled them with 3 after 3. So that strategy hasn't really been effective for many teams.
Like you mentioned, it's tough to guard Stanford when they can score inside. You've got to stay on Hannah Jump at all times. Who do you leave with a little bit of room when LaPolo hits those threes like that?
There's many, but Iriapen with the offensive board. And the one thing, if you want to upset Stanford, you have got to box out. It is a one-and-done situation.
Tutele and Eveline Lucha-Shippold down low for Cal will have to really get busy, along with Michelle Onya, who will surely come in from the bench soon. Shot clock down to 4. Curry fires from 3. No.
Stanford's all about scout defense. They're going to take away your strengths, not give you anything easy in the half court.
Nice feed to Iriafen. Turnover fest it has been. 5 for Stanford, 3 for Cal here in the early going.
Yeah, but Cal has not been able to take advantage of the turnovers by Stanford. If they make mistakes, you've got to come and make them pay.
McIntosh has been on fire from deep, and she keeps the party going.
And a beautiful setup. The pass from Martine on that flare screen.
McIntosh shooting more than 48.5% from deep. Really elevating her game from beyond the arc this season.
It's a great number.
Fran Belebi with a strong take and gets the foul. Belebi, outstanding season high 14 points, 10 boards against just a really strong performance from her with a season high 14 points, 10 boards.
Off the bench. Oh, they had Lucha-Shippold inside, but they couldn't find her.
Still, what a take by Longarita. Huge addition for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, she's really special. Missed a bunch of games. Good to have her back. Just get her back in shape. She can score in a myriad of ways.
That shot off iron for LaPolo, but the Card get the offensive board.
Again.
Mary mentioned boxing out, key for the Cardinal, or key for the Golden Bears to shut down this Cardinal attack as Haley Jones gets the jumper to fall.
Because 5 of their points have come off second chance opportunities. You just cannot allow Stanford to have another look at the bucket.
A rare miss for McIntosh from beyond the arc.
LaPolo from Alameda.
Hannah jump from the corner. Jump getting the 3-party started here inside a Haas Pavilion for Cal, or for Stanford.
Today is her 22nd birthday.
Another turnover for Cal. Belebi comes up with it. In transition is Jones, and she's fouled. We do have a special guest. I'm sure you all recognize this guy, Steph Curry, who is officially here as a guest of Cal head coach Sharman Smith. However, we know he has close ties to the Brink family. Curry's father, Del Curry, played at Virginia Tech with Pam's dad, and their moms were roommates at Virginia Tech as well. So those two families with a long history, and Steph has essentially grown up with Cameron Brink, and those two have a really special relationship.
And that's Steph's mom to camera left there, to Steph's right.
Sonia Curry in the crowd as well for this Battle of the Bay matchup. McIntosh. VanDerveer just loses the handles. Jump in transition. From way downtown, Ashton Prechtel's shot won't fall.
It's a great shot. She's outstanding in the trail three. Looking for it.
Prechtel, a 38% three-point shooter. Jump from the corner, no.
Again.
Going up is Jones. Another O-board. Dimitri, the 6'3 sophomore out of Hill Ranch, California. Ooh, Jones in some traffic. Couldn't bring that one in.
Tara has already played 9 different people in this first quarter.
This Stanford team, so deep. I know something you asked her. Is this the deepest team she's ever coached? And a nice jumper ball for Jada Curry.
So important for her to get going because others can play off of her. They've got great scorers in other positions like Martine, Longarita, McIntosh.
Curry with so much more help this season. Cal with 4 players averaging in double figures. Last season, only Jada Curry in double figures.
Ortiz with that rebound.
A little jumper will fall for Leilani McIntosh. Cal right back in this game, just a 2-point deficit.
Just a great example. Take what the defense gives you. You don't have to drive all the way in for the layup. Take the short jump shot.
28 to go, and Believi gets one on the block.
Beautiful pass. That was pick and choose. They had Haley Jones on the strong side and Fran Believi on the weak side.
Shot clock and game clock almost in sync. 4 to go. Longarita from deep, and she hits it.
This crowd's fired up. Cal bands here in force.
We are back underway here. Second quarter action. A tight ball game between Cal and Stanford. McIntosh and Longarita each with 5 to lead the way for the Golden Bears.
And bets on the floor now for Stanford.
Ortiz in the game for Cal. From the corner, short for McIntosh. Jones going the other way. Jones pulls up. Dimitri stays in the game as well for Stanford.
Nice battle inside.
Betts trying to go up, and she gets it.
Beautiful job of getting to the ball nice and high. Doesn't do too much with it. Keep it high. Watch your footwork and just put the ball in.
Lauren Betts, the 6'7 freshman with 9 points when these two teams met just over 2 weeks ago. Really effective down on the block. Decision. So mature for a freshman running this offense. Every game I watch her, I'm just impressed by the way she carries herself.
Yeah, she's just strong and steady. Turnover there. Martine, the transfer from Utah. Nice pass inside.
McIntosh gets one to fall, and Cal has a lead here at Haas Pavilion.
Lucha Shipholt, nice job holding that position and getting the shot up.
Lucha Shipholt, another player who's a steady force for Cal. The senior averaging 10 points on the season as Brink gets one to the bucket. And at Stanford, did a good job getting back behind the ball.
They've done a nice job in transition.
Longarita denied Brink with a strong block.
Turn the lights out on that one.
Curry, it looks like, just took a shot to the face.
She sure did. And here's the block. The challenge has got to communicate. Brink is setting a screen, and you got to scream it.
Curry able to stay in the game. Crowd trying to throw off Stanford with the incorrect shot clock call down, and they get the offensive board. This time Brink is denied. You don't see that happen too often.
Sure don't.
All bouncing. Stanford able to get another O-board. Longarita gets her first foul.
The Battle of the Bay one time.
You don't see that happen too often. Now, for Cal, how do they try to prevent some of these second chance points? Curry with nowhere to go, pulls it out. Martine for 3. Frees it.
She's so steady. You don't realize got a degree in engineering from Stanford.
Haley Jones gets the turnaround look to get action back underway here at Haas Pavilion, second quarter, and Cal would love to repeat that 2019 game.
They're so good and they're so deep that they can shrug off bad quarters, bad halves, and then just blow you out in 10 minutes. It's just important for Cameron to just, maintain your composure, wait till you get the ball, and then go to work.
Onya retires to the bench after getting called for her second personal and fouling, something Coach Smith said she really, really wants Onya to focus on when she can stay in the game. She's an impact player, but that requires her not getting in foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough not to get into foul trouble when you're trying to guard Cameron.
Lucia Schipol averaging 10 points on the season, but Cal would like to see more from her today. McIntosh, take to the basket, no.
Good box out by Brink.
However, McIntosh turns right back around and grabs that ball defensively. Curry, the reverse layup. It looked pretty, but it didn't fall.
Two great opportunities for Cal, and you come away with nothing.
Brink with the feed down low, puts it up and in.
The key for Cal is movement. Great effective movement in the half court.
Lucia Schipol from outside. Travels out. Jones, looking to go herself, draws the foul.
Yeah, that's a tough foul.
Lucia Schipol called for her second personal. She'll stay in the game. Jones sinks.
+7 at the line.
Jones, a 76% free throw shooter.
Different Stanford players have been on the floor in this first half.
Stanford this season has been led in scoring by 8 different players as Longarita gets a nice take.
Yeah, run a good set. Come hard to the ball. Get it there in a timely basis, and you're going to come away with 2 points. That's a big, big bucket.
Longarita now with 7 on the game. Martine hits one from 3, and the crowd is going wild here at Haas.
And this is what they didn't have a year ago. Martine just trailing, getting up there in that 3-point range. She can knock them down with the best of them.
Navarre to Jones. Just under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Jones fires from the key, short. Martine reels in the board.
Yeah, no second shot on that one. And the crowd getting involved.
Crowd getting involved, the band in the stands. And Cal just 2 points behind their rivals. Less than 30 to go. About a 13-second shot clock differential. Down to 5, and Lucia Schipol knocks it down.
Cal was down 21 on the 23rd of December. A much better effort, and this crowd is responding.
And that's where you see this Golden Bears team has come a long way. 2 to go. Jones tries to get the look just before the buzzer. It won't fall.
And they're tied at half with Cal.
If there's any team that knows about that rivalry matchup, Utah just being dealt the first loss to Colorado the other day. And we are back underway here. A travel called on the floor. It'll be Cal basketball. 5 Pac-12 teams ranked in the national standings. There's just so much parity and competitiveness in this conference of women's basketball.
Tough pass.
Curry trying to find Lucia Schipol over the top.
Shows how improved she is defensively. Gets there early.
It's also hard to get that one though over the top of Cameron Brink, even if she's fronting Lucia Schipol.
Ariafen with the block.
Lucia Schipol stays with it and battles to go to the line.
And now you're in attack mode and you get to the line for the first time tonight, this afternoon. Look how far out they've pushed Brink.
The pull low. Skip pass to Jones. Fires from 3 short. Cal comes up with the board. Martine ahead to Curry. Knocks down the triple.
You can see Haley Jones kind of going out there, but not strong because she's worried about her driving past her. Great shot and decision by Curry. Ariafen goes to work.
And now we suddenly have the offenses going here in the second half. Ariafen getting the bucket for Stanford. Lucha Shipple on the block, denied by Brink. I want to mention with that last triple by Jada Curry, that now makes 37 consecutive games where she has made a three. The streak continues for the impressive sophomore for Cal. That is the third most of any player in the Pac-12 since the 1999-2000 season. Iriafen with a tough take. Tutele goes down. Curry now will reset and run the offense. Shot clock down to 6. Longarita fires. No. Curry on jump. Stanford swinging around. Jones now baseline. Tries to get the take, but she'll get the foul. Longarita called for her second.
26 lead, up 5, and Stanford has erased it.
McIntosh on Brink. Onya working pressure now in the game for Stanford. Called for the travel.
Bodies moving, setting screens when you're playing Stanford.
Prechtel now in the game, the 6'5" senior out of Colorado Springs. Ball in her hands. A 38% three-point shooter, shooting 45% from the floor on the season. And there's another three-point shooter getting in on the action. Steph Curry nodding his head from his courtside seat.
Which is great patience. If it's there, she will take it.
There's more tees now in the game for the Golden Bears. McIntosh goes up strong. Davidson College, I believe. But yeah, a lot of similarities there between the two Currys, not related with someone I assume she looks up to very much.
During that last stoppage, if you're Cal, you're now down 4, but it feels like a lot more because the momentum has shifted so quickly. You need to get right back at it.
Stanford with a 3-point lead, 4.5 to go. Jones' shot won't fall, but it's Eminoku coming up with the board.
You need some dirty work. You just sign her right up.
Eminoku at time. She'll go inside, and she'll get the finish at the rim.
She's one of those players that can just find a way. And the bench for Stanford most definitely involved in this ball game.
Eminoku gets her first basket, averaging 2.5 points per game on the season. Can Cal respond now? Jada Curry falls to the floor, and the shot falls as well.
But you see how decisive she was and just attacked Eminoku, who is an outstanding defender.
Her with just 2 points in the first half, now starting to come alive here in the third quarter. Cal with a 3-point deficit to Stanford. And it is loud here at Haas Pavilion.
Stanford folks are just kind of sitting here shocked, I think.
Jones just rolls out. Eminoku again comes up with the board, but is blocked. Ball goes out of bounds, and Cal will take that all day. McIntosh, Longarita, Lucha Shipple, Ortiz, and Curry in the game for Cal. And what a take by Jada Curry. Talk about her coming alive in the third quarter.
You talk about taking on the best. Just took it right at Cameron Brink.
Curry just plays with no fear. And another hard possession.
You know it's coming. Here we go. It's the Jada Curry show. The hesitation freezes Brink as she takes a step away, and then the blow by. Right there, Jada Curry explaining why he had a jump beater back door.
Quiet day, though, for jump. I'd assume Coach Sharman-Smith has to be a little bit happier with her team's defense on jump. She had 17 points when these two teams met just over 2 weeks ago as she gets to the line.
Brink with the O-board and the quick two.
Here we go, McIntosh now. We've got a party going here inside a Haas 2-point ball game.
Cal doing what you need to do, and that is respond. Really matured. In the past, maybe she would just kind of unload on that move because she just had been bodied up so much.
Brink, a 75% free throw shooter, sinks to second.
Again, Stanford plus 10 at the free throw line.
Tutele tries to find Curry. Curry keeps it in play. Balls flying around for Cal. Tutele fires from deep and gets it.
from Colorado. From Chico, says her parents, her family's been able to come to games and just drive on down, and just what a wonderful year it has been for her just because of that.
Tutele, a 43% three-point shooter coming into the game as we have a scramble on the floor. Brink tries to go up.
Tremendous help rotation out of that scramble by Peanut.
Brink gets called for her second as Lucia Shipholt goes to the line.
And she's just trying to focus and just get into her fundamentals.
Just over 56.5% from the charity stripe. Sinks the first one, makes the second. Big players come up in big moments.
Well, that 9-0 run for Stanford seems about a day and a half away.
Cal now with a 1-point lead, and it is the 9th lead change we've seen here in Haas Pavilion. What a ball game.
What a pass.
Just over a minute to go in the third, and Cameron Brink answers.
That's just beautiful basketball. Bring it from the side, back up top, seal, get her the ball. Cameron Brink by way of Dimitri.
Under a minute to go, Stanford regains the lead with that bucket. Tutele gets the feed inside. Called for an over and back, but McIntosh thought that Haley Jones touched it.
Trying to kick it out.
Stanford gets the call, and they now get the possession with about a 15-second shot clock differential here in the third quarter. Brink going up strong on Lucia Shipholt. Jones comes up with the board and somehow gets it to Hannah Jump, who sinks the triple.
Haley Jones is not all about pretty basketball. She gets on the floor, digs it out. It's like she's playing rugby. Tosses it back out to Hannah Jump for a birthday three.
I don't know how she got that ball out. 5 to go. Curry throws up a prayer, and it just rattles out. Foul called with 0.7 to go here in the third quarter. That last play, McIntosh called for her second. Few seasons, they've got more weapons, and you can see the mentality, the attitude really starting to change.
Well, they're not here to compete. They're here to win, and that's different.
That's something Coach Smith talked about after their Notre Dame game. They're playing against a ranked team on the national stage. She said competing is not good enough. As Brink gets the block.
Pushing, shoving, doubling.
Tutele on Brink now. Jones gets some space. Her three won't fall. McIntosh pushing. Curry from three. Comes up short. McIntosh coming up with the O-board. Cal stays alive. Martin take to the basket. No problem for Cameron Martin.
Boy, she looks up and sees Cameron Brink and doesn't hesitate.
Stanford now getting out in transition. Way off is Eminoku's three. Track meet here at Haas Pavilion, and McIntosh gets the bucket. Tie ball game.
It's been a long time since I've seen Haas Pavilion this excited.
That is the 5th tie score we've had in this game. This Cal team just relentless as Brink has the answer.
Just no back down in Cameron Brink. Just goes down to that low post and gets to work.
Cal looking to tie the game up again. Martin.
Thinks about it.
McIntosh fires from deep, and she can't be stopped. Best three-point percentage in the Pac-12. Really has elevated her game this season. We saw her, the first person in the gym before the game, taking those deep shots. And it's paid off for Leilani McIntosh. Cameron Brink's three won't go.
Yeah, it's that knock down next to McIntosh during pregame. His 15-game losing streak against top teams.
McIntosh with the fadeaway.
The crowd helped that one. She didn't quite know what the shot clock was because she was on the side of the basket. When they started counting, she responded. That was fun. Double team. Greatness by Cameron Brink. Brink, 11 second half points.
Brink leading the way for the Card with 18 on the game. McIntosh draws the foul. Swatted.
They scored 68 points. They are struggling to find points as they're sitting at 51, and Cal just coolly and calmly finally getting to the free throw line.
McIntosh shooting more than 71% from the charity stripe.
Today they've made 4. The fewest this season is 5. Can they heat up?
Starters back in the game for Cal. Dimitri in the game for Stanford as Brink cannot be stopped down low.
And look, when you've got an All-American as talented as Cameron Brink, get her the ball and let her do her thing.
Brink now with 20 points. Martin. Leadership Holt. 7 on the shot clock. Tutele makes it happen.
Tough pass, tough catch.
The Golden Bears lead now at 3. Stanford needs to respond here. Skip pass to Lopolo. Jump finds Brink. Go with what's working. Jumper won't fall for Brink this time. Shot clock at 5. Curry, the tough reverse won't go. Wanted the foul. Jones goes up. Brink the O-board. Brink the putback.
Vintage. The 2 All-Americans running down the floor together. Haley just kind of veers off to the right. You can see the reaction of Brink. She lines it up, basically boxes out Peanut and says, "This will be mine," in the finish, and you see the intensity of Cameron Brink.
Brink with a chance for a 3-point play, drawing the foul on Peanut Tutele, who's called for her first. And Brink converts on the free throw.
All right, what do you got now? Mismatch inside.
Leadership Holt posting up, wanted that one, and goes up strong.
8 points better when you take scoring and defense into account. 5% better from the field.
She misses the first. Misses the second as well. Dimitri, the 6'3" sophomore.
So you miss 2 free throws and you turn it over. Possessions are precious the last 2 minutes of a ball game.
Polo was looking for the entry pass. Jones, shot clock at 4. Jones drives the baseline, and how did she get that in?
Because she's Haley Jones. That's why. She knows where she is, she knows what the time is, and she knows how to find a way.
Jones, a tough shooting night, 2 for 13 from the floor before that make. Comes up with the answer. Stanford now with a 2-point lead. McIntosh, an acrobatic drive, falls to the floor. Shot won't fall. Brink with the board.
Stanford will not be in a hurry. Spread the floor.
Under a minute to go. Stanford just holding on to that 2-point lead. Polo with time.
Tar with the timeout. And we all know Cal needs to stop.
Cal needs to stop. The fans making their voices heard. Great shot. Stanford almost comes up with the O-board.
Curry can hit the 3. Martin. McIntosh.
Curry to Martin. 17 to go. Longarito wide open from the key. No. Cal battles for the O-board. Go the other way. Ball for Stanford. Cameron Brink.
Look, this wasn't Cameron Brink running the floor, getting layups, shooting and making threes. This is hard-nosed, get down and get funky. Cameron Brink. Yeah, that's the spike right there.
Brink with 25 points, tying her season high, just 1 basket short of her career high. Also pulling in 16 boards. And you can see she is just fired up.
She's just world-class compete. That's just an elite level.
Stanford now off the inbounds, just under 11 to go. Holding on to that 2-point lead. Jones to Dimitri. McIntosh fouls quickly. The intensity palpable here inside of Haas. Just under 8.5 to go. Brink gets it in the backcourt, is fouled. Dutele called on that last one. Stanford will have to inbounds it once again. Now on the bench, Ortiz in the game for the Golden Bears. Dimitri gets it in the backcourt. Dimitri to the line.
5 seconds gone. Trying to get to the bonus.
Dimitri 4 for 4 from the line on the season, make that 5 for 5.
Her first points, but you can feel the trust Tara VanDerveer has had in her. She's defended, she's rebounded.
Dimitri sinks both. Stanford now with a 4-point lead.
It's just the quickest shot you can come up with. Just find it.
McIntosh to Curry. Curry throws one up. Too strong as the final buzzer.